you go from engineering into art, but then you ended up in Hawaii. Tell me about how one goes from art to Hawaii. Fill in the pieces there.
Yeah, again, I think that you can see the patterns here. Really, just me trying to struggle and figure out where I belong and where I fit in. And so I graduated with a degree in art with a specialization in art history. I thought I really wanted to be a curator. I really wanted to work in museums. I'd done my internship abroad in Florence, Italy. And in doing so, although that is a thriving career elsewhere in the world, in the United States, it is very, very challenging to, as a field, to break into. And I think you had to, the message became very clear in hindsight that I would have had gone to more of an Ivy League school, certainly not the small state that I went to in Oregon, in order to be at the echelon that I needed to be to achieve one of those jobs. And I didn't know anyone in the field. I didn't have any connections. Nobody really was there to open those doors for me. And so I just got rejection after rejection after rejection of grad school because I did need an advanced degree in art history to take on that next level. And so it was a real eye-opening
Mm-hmm.
experience that I feel like, you don't really prepare and understand. And so, I thought, well, what else do I like to do? What else like rings true to my values? And when I had studied abroad in Italy, one of the things that I had spent a lot of time doing was language exchange. So working to learn Italian and helping somebody with their English. And it was such a positive experience for me because it helped me make friends in Italy in a much easier way. And again, I've naturally never had that talent to do that. And so I came back and I thought, well, once again, that was a positive experience. So let's go see where that leads. And so ultimately went back to school and I got my master's in education, specifically on language and language development. And so it was once again another pivot, but I feel very fortunate that I had had that experience that led me in that direction because I truly didn't know what to do in that moment.
So, if someone finds themselves in that place, right, where a major doesn't work out or a career doesn't work out, what advice would you give to someone that finds themselves, what feel like a brick wall, right, that's in front of them? Yeah, what would you say to someone that might find themselves in a similar place this today?
I think I think the perception out there is that, you're supposed to pick a major at 18 and proceed forward down that path, and that's what you're gonna do. And, I just don't think that matches the reality of the workforce to this day. I think that there's a lot of flexibility to pivot and that pivoting can be I think that it can be perceived as a character flaw, but I really truly don't think that it is. I think it's recognizing that the odds are not stacked in your favor. I'm going to go play a winnable game. I'm going to go find a place where I'm wanted, where I'm desired, where I can continue to flourish. If all the doors are closing on me, yes, I can push through. Yes, I can break down those doors. But I think it's okay to tell yourself that there is another door over there. And if I walk through that door, who knows where life's going to take me. And I really experienced that with myself. I think I pivoted more than perhaps I would want to. And to be honest, it feels like there's almost a level of shame that comes with that. Like it feels like a shameful thing to have bounced around so much that, again, maybe that's a character flaw, but I truly don't believe that it is because I think what I'm proud of is that I never, I never gave up or I never had one, like, I must do X to be happy. Like I saw that I could do X, Y, or Z to be happy. But what mattered to me was that I was happy.
I love that. I think while, in social circles, we might say, oh, I pivoted from X to Y. The way I would reframe that is I would say, I am resilient, meaning that like you could flourish, you could find happiness, meaning, and progress in a whole collection of places. It could be making focaccia bread. It could be doing art and looking at ugly Jesus in Italy. Inside joke.
Ugly baby juice.
Ugly baby Jesus.
Yeah.
Renaissance paintings for those that are unaware. And and so I think that that is truly the way to find happiness in a modern context is to, I don't know, embrace a level of resilience because if you have that rigidity of I must do X and that's the only way I can be happy, that is a surefire formula for misery. And so it sounds like you
Right.
were discovering that at a younger age than maybe others.
Right. And I think all too often you truly just don't know, right? Like, and I think that that's the part that an 18, 19-year-old version of myself didn't understand is that it seemed like, oh, if I just go get this 4-year college degree, that equates to success. Or even if I did get that job, that I would flourish in that job. Certainly. Like all that's blocking me is just getting that job. But as you and I are both aware, just because simply you have a job doesn't mean that it works for you, for who you are, for your daily patterns and habits and your brain.
Mhm.
So those are things that no college pamphlet or college, like no online quiz could tell you that like here's what this job actually looks like. Here's what your average Tuesday is going to be like, and will it work for you?